Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yulisti Septiani. Today I'm going to present my speech to you guys. Okay, so before I say the title of my speech today, I want to ask you guys a question. So the question is, did you guys know what is plagiarism? Plagiarism is an activity where an individual imitates, plagiarizes, and steals other people's works or ideas. Now, you guys already know the title of my speech? Okay, so the title of my speech is As Educated Human Beings, We Must Not Do Plagiarism. Okay, so now we jump to the biggest question. The biggest question is, did you guys know that plagiarism is a crime? Okay, so to know the answer of these questions, you guys should listen to my explanation. Plagiarism has happened very often from the past until now. Some of them are done intentionally or unintentionally. Those who do it accidentally sometimes don't know that what they are doing is plagiarism. For that reasons, education about plagiarism should be given, especially to the students, because sometimes they are not aware that what they are doing is plagiarism, which can lead to crime. Okay, so now there are some form of plagiarism. Plagiarism can be in the form of writing, art, pictures, songs, movie, and many more. Some of the people in this world do plagiarism because of they are afraid of try, lazy to think, lack of confidence, and lack of knowledge about what they are doing. So, reminder for all the people here, we may use other people's works as our reference, but we should not imitate and plagiarize other people's works. The worst case is admitted that the works is ours. Because by doing so, we will look like someone who is lazy to try and lazy to think, and look like someone who has no education at all. So, what is the purpose of me being here today? So, today I'm gonna present two reasons why we as educated humans should not commit copyright violation and plagiarism. The first is plagiarism can harm other people. Second, plagiarism is a crime. And then in the end, I will give you a conclusion of my presentations today. Okay, so now the first reason to open this speech is plagiarism can harm other people. Actually, when we do plagiarism, there will be many people who are harmed. It can be the plagiarizers, the outsider, which is the recipient or reader. And then, as I said earlier, plagiarism can be in the form of writing, songs, ideas, picture, movie, and many more. So, one of the example of the plagiarism that was happen very often in our life is taking or stealing photos of other people's shopping online shopping product without permissions. Okay, so example cases like this, it's very often to see in our life because quoted from cnnindonesia.com, as of September 2021, 115,756 cases of online fraud from e-commerce and online selling on social media had been reported. So, of course, this is detrimental. The first is detrimental to the people whose picture were stolen because they are trying their best to make their product's picture as unique and good as possible. But sadly, it's easily got stolen by other people. And they can lose even more if the people who stole the picture is got more customer and orders than the original one. So the second is it's detrimental to the people who buy or customer. Why? Because there are so many cases where the goods per case and the good sets are not the same and not matched with the photo. And there are so very many cases where the goods are not delivered at all. So commonly this is caused because seller who sells something without using their original picture. Okay, so next, plagiarism is a crime. So why do I say that plagiarism is a crime? Because actually, the act of violation of copyright and plagiarism is already regulated by law, namely Law Number 28 of 2014, where Chapter 1, Article 1A explained that Copyright is the exclusive right of the creator that arises automatically based on declarative principle after a work is manifested in a tangible form with no reducing restrictions in accordance with laws and regulations. So, in general, these laws is regulated a person's right so that his works and idea will not be traded, duplicated, and recognized by other people, as well as the sanction that will be given to the person who carry out plagiarism. Of course, the sanction will be adjusted accordingly with the violation they are commit, because in violation in copyright and plagiarism, there are also so-called minor, medium, and major violation. Okay, so the example cases of violation of copyright and plagiarism that became a crime is quoted from CNNindonesia.com. In South Korea, a total of 200 professors were charged with plagiarism and infringement of the intellectual property rights of others. Hundreds of professors involved in this case faced dismissal, up to 5 years in prison, and a fine of 50 million won, or nearly 600 million rupees. So that's why I say that plagiarism is a crime, because there are regulation and law that regulate it. Okay, so now we jump to the conclusion. So what is the conclusion of today's presentations? The conclusion is, we as human beings who live intelligently, are educated, and have a shame should not do plagiarism, because plagiarism is a disgraceful act. Plagiarism can harm other people, and plagiarism is a crime. Moreover, we can use other people's works as our reference for learning, and then write, search by, inspired by, cover from, and many more. Better ways is we can ask the right owner for their permission, because we will be using their work. Okay, so before we close this presentation, I want to say that it takes many good actions to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it. So, reminder for all the people here, please don't do plagiarism. Trust yourself that you can do it. I think that's enough for me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.